Good morning, Brandon. It's great to meet you. Thanks for joining us here at Business Spotlight Interview.
Morning, Kolin. Likewise. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Awesome. So, Brandon, just to get started, maybe just give the audience a little bit about you, your business that you own, and how long you've been doing it for.
Sure. So my name is Brandon Hannon. I own Laboratory Fitness. I grew up in the PeachTree City area, went to Emory University, played baseball there. Since then was a health economist, moved all around the country basically, and then landed back in the PeachTree City area and started Laboratory Fitness. And our primary mission is to help people restore the best version of themselves from the inside out. And we do this through very safe and very efficient exercise technologies that deliver results that mimic the physiology and mimic the effects of a high intensity exercise, but in a very low impact environment. So when we take someone with a past injury, or maybe who hasn't been able to do any exercise other than walking for the past several years, and provide them this stimulus of intense exercise, we see some pretty life-changing results. And we've been in business for a little over a year and a half now.
That's outstanding. I mean, I love that saying, finding the best version of yourself from the inside out. That really is awesome. I love that. Right. So when you think about the word success, Brandon, anybody come to mind when you think of that word?
Yeah. I mean, there's several, but one person that really I would want to highlight. Her name's Tamra. She's been with us since the very beginning, and she's the ideal model of consistency. So for a year and a half now, 3-4 days a week, getting her work in. She knows it's a safe workout, and so she's not worried about getting injured or getting really sore. But just her consistency, I think, really stands out. And when someone commits to exercise, because exercise is hard, it goes against human nature. When someone really puts that commitment in, even just for a few months, they start to really reap the benefits at the doctor's office.
That's excellent. Yeah. So as you know, I'm in the industry of business coaching. So consistency is a word that I often use as well. So I understand you basically get back what you put in, right? Yeah, that's excellent. So you may have mentioned, Brandon, I don't remember, how long have you been in business and owned Laboratory Fitness? How long has it been?
July 2021. So it's been, I believe, a year and a half.
Okay. So I guess during that time, any comments on things you've learned, or maybe the easy way or the hard way, or some learnings that you've had across that journey over the last, I guess it's been a couple of years now. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I was a health economist before this. So very, analyze numbers and statistical models. So the entrepreneurial venture was foreign to me. And so it's been a big leap of faith. So, I mean, the biggest learning experience is just managing all the moving parts. I mean, when it stops working, or the AC, or, just little things that really add up, has been, it's been a joy to manage that, but it's definitely been a lot at the same time.
Yeah, one of the key learnings I've learned through this my journey is, universities and education teach you how to be a good employee and a good, but they really don't teach you how to be an entrepreneur or to run a business. It's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, totally different, but it's fun.
All right. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, for sure. There's probably nothing more rewarding. So when you look out over the next 5 years for your company, what's the vision? What's the goal? Where do you see it going?
Yeah, I mean, this has been something I've been wrestling with. This question in particular. Obviously, growth is next up. I think we're to a point where we're stable, but looking for that growth opportunity, whether it be a franchise model or or multiple locations. So I feel like we have the recipe. If we were a restaurant, we have a really good recipe. It's just how do we expand our restaurant model, and a big roadblock to that has been the cost, because these pieces of equipment are really, really expensive. And it's a huge costly outlay in the beginning. And so just we're going to try to figure out how to manage that, and how to kind of take another leap of faith with location 2 eventually.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, growth is always a good thing, but challenging, and every business comes with its own challenges. So it sounds like for yours, capitalization basically is a big issue for you. How to capitalize a growing operation with more equipment, right? So
Or more revenue streams, whatever.
cash flow, yeah. So you currently employ how many people in your business?
Let's see. I have a head trainer. We just hired another strength coach. I should call him strength coach. I have a head strength coach, and we hired another strength coach,
I like it.
and then a nutritionist and several hourly workers. So really three main employees, and then several folks that help strap people into the Vaspers.
So as you're looking to onboard employees and staff then in the sort of PeachTree City, Noonan, South Atlanta area, what's been your experience with access to qualified skill sets and people in the workforce?
Yeah, so from the hourly standpoint, we've relied on friends and family, so that's kind of been nice. Even got some free labor out of my dad, so that's been good.
That's
Um,
always good.
at point. But when we put an application out for a strength coach, and it was actually fairly, I mean, I would say surprising. I mean, we got several applications that were, I mean, a few of the applications we were looking at those and saying, wow, this person is way, overqualified. They could run this place.
Awesome.
So, but we ended up hiring a guy that owned a gym in this area for several years, and we're happy with that.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So you hire strength coaches, I hire business coaches. So we're both in the coaching industry. So for you personally, who would you consider maybe your best coach in life or in business, et cetera?
Yeah, so I really, really like this question when I saw it come across. So I've been really fortunate to have several. Growing up, my high school coach, Brad Campbell, I played baseball, so I had several really, really close coaches that I was close with. So Brad Campbell in high school, and then Mike Twardowski was the coach at Emory University. But the one coach that I really, would say I call him a second father. Really, is Lloyd Thompson. He's started Home Plate Baseball Academy. I want to say at the end of the '90s, maybe early 2000s. But he's still to this day. I mean, I talk to him every week, several times, like a father to me. And I think the reason why, when it all comes down to it, is he would say things when we were 12 at the end of practice, like, make sure you tell your parents you love them tonight. Little things make big things happen, and he would always leave us with these tidbits that extended way beyond the baseball field, and I really appreciated things like that.
That's an outstanding answer. I love that answer. So you're a lot closer to 18 than I am by a country mile. But if you had to go back to your 18-year-old self and knowing what you went through in university and college and jobs and now as an entrepreneur, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
I think simply just keep an open mind. I mean, when I was 18, I either wanted to be a professional baseball player or be a doctor, and that was kind of, anything else wasn't going to be an option. And I learned over time to keep an open mind, but I think keeping an open mind and just live in the moment would be what I would tell my 18-year-old self.
All right, outstanding. So Brandon, so thanks. Those are great answers. Really enjoyed those. So if any posts or newsletters or material that you'd want to make any viewers aware of relative to laboratory fitness.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of offer a disruption in the fitness world. I mean, we have technology that does not exist anywhere else in Georgia. The closest Vasper machine is in Charleston, South Carolina. So it's so new, it's so different, it's so unique. Who would have thought you could get a 21-minute exercise, not sweat, not get sore, but still get a big exercise stimulus? So we're offering anybody who wants to come try it. They can try it for a week for free. And wants to try our personal training can do an hour-long consult and first session. So we want to open our doors to really just get folks in front of the equipment, because it is something very few people have ever seen before.
Excellent. That's a really great offer. So what's the best way for people to contact you to learn more or to even take you up on that offer, Brandon?
The best way we found is just to give us a call. You can book your first session through the website without paying, but the best way really is to just give us a call and we'll set something up for you. It's the number is 678-506-1236. And a lot of our clients have my cell phone number on top of that, so we kind of like a close knit family in there.
Excellent. And the website is what?
Laboratoryfitness.com.
Okay, there it is. Boom, boom. The plug is in. Excellent. Okay. All right. Well, I really enjoyed getting to meet you, Brandon, learning more about laboratory fitness. It sounds like a very unique sort of almost next generation, opportunity for people to take fitness to the next level and get healthy from the inside out, as you talked about it. I love that. So thank you for joining us today, Brandon. I appreciate it. It was great.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me, Colin.